Hey Gemini, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 9th. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. The heart of your reading, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Something that you used to find really enjoyable is no longer doing it for you. I think it's hanging out with a certain group of people, either because of the people or because of the activity. Your challenge being the Seven of Pentacles. It could be that the activity is requiring too much waiting. So if this thing that you used to enjoy a lot would require you to tend it and feed it and do something and pay into it, but it would take a long time. This has kind of like Dungeons and Dragons energy to it. Like a campaign that takes 5 years and you're like, you know what, I really enjoy it, but it's just dragging on. And I know it's not exactly that for everybody, but whatever it was that you used to enjoy, it's a little bit like the tedium of it is overwhelming you and you're either not willing to do it anymore because of how you feel about it, or you might continue and press on and overcome that. Or you might be not as interested in like trivial socializing because you want to turn your attention towards something that would require regular involvement. So let's say you used to meet up with your friends every Thursday night to play poker. And there's this new hobby that you're working on that actually requires you like to check in on it every hour in the evenings, and you'd have to miss that in order to keep up with poker night. So you're saying, okay, maybe I'm gonna not do poker night as long as I have to take care of this new project. Your focus being the Queen of Cups, very nurturing energy, very loving. I don't know why, but I'm also really getting gossipy energy from this Three of Cups in reverse. You could have friends who are gossiping about you, and so you're not wanting to hang out with them anymore. Instead of this like hobby that you're no longer interested in, being that Three of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Cups I see is just your being really happy and satisfied with your choices. So however anyone else is reacting to what you're doing, you're feeling fine. You're feeling justified. At peace. Happy. Like, I'm doing what's right for me. Unbothered. In the recent past, we have that throwing in the towel or being totally done with something. Maybe after you've completed it. If it's Dungeons and Dragons for you, then you talked to the dungeon master and told them ahead of time that you were going to be exiting the campaign. You didn't just quit. So you let them tie up your involvement in the storyline and have your character exit the quest, so that you could feel like you handled it responsibly. If any of you are actually experiencing that Dungeons and Dragons story, please tell me in the comments. That would be really funny to me. I'm picking up on that specifically. Your crowning position is Judgment. Because of this experience, you're going to be in a position to decide whether or not to breathe new life into a past energy, whether that's a person you've not been in contact with in a while, an activity you used to enjoy, reviving that. It doesn't say necessarily that you'll choose to do it, but just that you'll be given the choice. I do want to say, I wasn't going to mention it. I'm trying to keep these readings on track because I tend to go long. But Spirit's asking me to mention at the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups was there when Judgment came out, and I noticed the relationship between the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So I think there's a chance that this Judgment represents someone from your past with whom you might have a positive emotional connection this time around. In the near future, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 being in the reverse. Perhaps this is a little bit of perfect is the enemy of good. Hold on to what you have and make good use of it. Be a good steward over your resources. Don't expect for some giant windfall to fall in your lap, and because of that expectation, you're less responsible with the resources that you have now. In your surprise energy, doesn't want to come out. What is going to surprise Gemini that they don't see coming is feeling better about something, really bouncing back from an emotional loss. Well, so either you're going to do that or someone else in your situation is going to do that. Bounce back from an emotional loss. Very well. What are your hopes and fears? We have the Lover's card. Surprise, surprise. Oof. And the fear element with the 3 of Swords there at the bottom of the deck. You want love? Well, this is the Gemini card, so I will say you really want to be able to fully express yourself and be who you are. You want an environment that brings out the best in you. You want people around you who appreciate you and love you and celebrate you for who you are. But we're also talking about the craving for a positive, healthy, reciprocal relationship in romance and love. But you tie that with the hope/expectation of heartbreak, and that sums up how you're feeling in hopes and fears. What's the end result here for Gemini? Knight of Swords in reverse. Very Gemini energy coming out. I mean, you're going to be in your element, but the facet of yourself that's going to be driving, how do I want to say that, at the wheel. You know that movie, oh shoot, it's a Pixar movie where it's obviously animated, and the emotions are like, you can see them inside the brain behind this control panel. I know the movie, I just can't think of the title right now. I'm getting that, like, the way that I want to express this is that there's some facet within you that's going to be in charge of you. Okay. And that's sort of the idea that I have in how I want to express it. So there it was, my eloquent nature. The Knight of Swords in reverse is someone who has their truth in hand. They're holding it. They're like, this is the idea that I have in mind, and I am running with it. It's the fastest moving energy in the deck. Your ability to think quickly, be agile, but also let it lead your actions in a way that's very nimble, adjusting to circumstances in the moment, but never wavering from that truth that you're holding fast to. Whether it's an idea, a truth, a concept, you're taking it and you're running with it, and nothing is going to stand in your way. You could cut others with that speed that you have, So watch out for that if you want to. What advice do we have for Gemini as they navigate these energies, wanting their highest good? We have rebellion. Don't look at the status quo and see a brick wall. You're meant to see a changeable situation in front of you. So there's some area that you expect is just the way it's always going to be. And sometimes it just takes one person to remove that one brick from the wall, and it starts to, there's a window now, there's a door, or the wall falls down. Just because there's an institution there, or an established way of doing things, a societal norm, a law, doesn't mean that that law can't be changed or amended, or the Berlin Wall came down. It's that sort of big changes are possible if you see it as changeable. So, Gemini, I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I will see you back tomorrow.